I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. I'm coming out, I'm coming out. I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. Get this party started on a Saturday night. Alright, that's enough. What's going on, my peoples? This is a video from Joshua Martinez. Subscribe to his channel, click the bell, click the thumbs up. His name is Joshua Martinez. Commissioner Ann Elworth was upset about me asking for the legal intent of the court. I wanted to face my accuser and inspect the evidence against me. Oh, there's a part two. I didn't even know that. So, this guy is basically like me. He went to this trial here. Let's get a replay.
City versus Joshua Martinez.
105.
So see, he's using the same defense I'm trying to use in my bicycle citations and my lack of address. Is to ask questions of the judges, and they can't stand if you try to clarify what they're doing to you. They can't stand it. They want you to go in there, enter into their jurisdiction by entering a plea, because that's how you get under their control. At least that's what I've heard on the internet. And no lawyer has explained it to me thoroughly, except the Better Call Saul Pasco County edition lawyer I found outside the courthouse. And even he didn't realize or understand what jurisdiction was. So, yeah. So he's going to try to go up there, try to get her to explain, and immediately she cuts him off. And when he ignores her, she loses her stuff. And watch what happens.
316585A. Good afternoon.
Oh.
On the charge of having a suspended driver's license on April 12th. What is your plea, sir?
I have a couple questions before we proceed. I don't understand the nature and cause of the charges.
Well, you're charged with driving on a suspended, canceled, or revoked driver's license, sir.
Okay. Is that a criminal offense or
It's a
civil?
criminal offense, sir.
Criminal?
It's a criminal offense. How is traveling without a plastic card a criminal offense? Think about that, people. Think about how they can put you in a cage if you dare to travel as a free person in America without a plastic card.
Okay. Is there a sworn statement against me or injured party?
I believe you probably received a citation on April 12th. That would be the criminal complaint filed against you.
Okay. And is there a injured party or damage to property here against
It's
me?
charge brought by the city of Las Vegas.
Well, I don't see again. She's deflecting and dodging the question, and she's getting uncomfortable. Of course there's no victim. Of course there's no damages. This is fraud. This is a way to steal money from peaceful people who haven't done anything to anybody. That's all this is, people. This is not a crime. An actual crime requires a victim so you can face your accuser. And that's what he's trying to point out, and she's probably heard it before, and she immediately tries to cut him off, just like they did to me.
Okay, so the city's the victim in the case?
The city is the, yes,
Victim?
the charging.
So the city's the victim? The city is the charging. She's judge-splaining now. There is no victim. And it's embarrassing because when you break it down, and you should, especially when there's other people in the court, if 1 out of every 5 people did this, the courts would be exposed, and their little scam would be up.
So they're the victim.
Sir, the victim element is a different legal term than is used.
Yeah, the victim element. Yeah, when there's an actual crime, and you can face your accuser, that's the only time you should be in court.
The city is the party making the allegations against you, yes.
Okay, so
What is your plea on the
if the
charge?
city
Mr.
is
Martinez,
the-
Mr.
if
Martinez,
they are the
today is your,
victim,
Mr.
I would like
Martinez,
to
I am in
move
charge
this
of
to
this
a federal
courtroom and
court.
you're going to stop
No, we are in
interrupting.
charge of the courtroom, ma'am.
Marshall, would you show me?
When he said we, as in we the people are in charge of the courtroom, she lost it and immediately put a man in a cage over a plastic card in for asking questions. This judge thinks she's what? She's a good person for cage. First of all, taking a man away from his life, threatening to steal his money for traveling in a free country without a plastic card. Secondly, she's going to lock him up in a cage for asking legal questions and not bowing down to her immediately and entering into her jurisdiction.
Mr. Martinez, the inside of our holding tank, please. You're not going to tell me who's in charge of my courtroom, Mr. Martinez. Go ahead and go with the marshal.
See, this should enrage Las Vegas, and they should show her who's in charge of her courtroom by getting her the hell out of there next election. But nobody's going to watch this. They're too busy watching Big Brother or whatever the hell's on TV now. I don't even watch TV. I don't even have TV. We canceled it.
That is direct
Netflix and chill all day.
contempt of court.
It is direct contempt of court. The same thing Judge Sestak said to me at the Sumner Extortion Center in Pasco. And he said, I'm in contempt of court. I asked him, is it civil or criminal contempt? He told me criminal. Locked me up in the back holding cell, just like this lady's doing. Brought me out in handcuffs in front of the podium and asked me if I understand. And I said, I'm afraid to talk. He said, okay, that's fine. Come back on the 3rd. I didn't ever enter the plea. Nothing happened. He said he was going to hold me in contempt. And then he never held me in contempt.
Contempt.
So there's that. All right. Joshua Martinez, subscribe to his channel. Commissioner Ann Elworth was upset about me asking for the legal intent of the court. I wanted to face my accuser. I already read that. Well, let's see what part 2 is all about.
City versus Joshua Martinez.
Thank you. 105316585A.
This looks like the same video, but let's give it a chance.
Okay, Mr. Martinez, since you have informed me that I am in contempt of court and that you are in fact in charge of this courtroom, I'm going to go ahead and sentence you today.
No. We the people are in charge of the courtroom. We the people put you there. We the people can vote you out. That's what he means if you weren't such a myopic cunt.
To direct contempt of court. I will give you an opportunity to apologize if you choose to do so, and
I will give you, you're in direct contempt of the court, and for this crime, your payment will be an apology or you get to be in a cage. Which is it going to be? Because my cooter's puckering really hard, and I can't deal with the fact that the people who pay my salary actually believe they can come into my courtroom and ask legal questions.
in a manner that I consider appropriate for a court.
Yeah, and then you're held in contempt. But if you ask for the rules of what is considered contempt, they won't give it to you because there isn't one. It's whatever they feel like whenever they feel like. So she's threatening to cage this man unless he apologizes to her for asking legal questions that she started talking over him and tried to force him into her jurisdiction.
Courtroom, would you like to do that today, Mr. Martinez?
I would like to proceed only if I can have my questions answered. That's all I wanted.
That wasn't my question, sir. Did you wish to have the opportunity?
She's over that now. Now she needs an apology from you. She needs you to lick her, you know what, her man in the boat, so she can feel better about herself, or she's going to put a man in a cage for speaking in America.
To apologize and proceed in a manner that I consider appropriate for the courtroom.
What would I be
It is a
apologizing?
yes or a no question.
What would I be apologizing
For your direct contempt of court, sir.
That's your opinion. Direct contempt of court is strictly your opinion. You want him to apologize because you're offended and butthurt. That's the bottom line here. And you have the power to cage a human being. And that's probably, again, this is probably why she took this position. She gets to wear a black robe and she has the power to cage grown men. And these cops sit around and they do it for her. They don't obey their oath. They do it for her.
All I was asking was legal questions, ma'am.
I disagree, sir. To tell me that you are in charge of this courtroom and
Yes, we the people are in charge of the courtroom. We elected you in and we can elect you out. You're temporarily there and you're supposed to act like a human being towards the people who pay your salary. All he was doing was asking questions, and then you tried to browbeat him into a plea. The whole idea, his whole defense, just like my whole defense was, I don't want to enter a plea. I don't want to enter into your jurisdiction. And if you enter a plea for me, you're practicing law from the bench. You don't represent me.
tell me that I am in contempt is not asking legal questions. It is contempt of court. I'm going to ask you the question.
He was asking legal questions until you browbeat him into trying to enter a plea. See, what a liar. Judge-splaining. Here we go.
One more time. Did you wish to apologize and proceed?
This is your last chance to unhurt my feelings, or I'm going to lock you in a cage. This is disgusting.
proceed in a manner I consider appropriate in this courtroom or not. Okay, direct contempt, I'm going to sentence him to 15 days in jail.
No, because he wouldn't apologize because she's butthurt. He didn't say anything. All he was doing was asking questions about his case. And that's contemptuous in her courtroom.
We'll set it for video 15 days from today. Actually, he can just be released on it and given a new court date by that time. Okay, thank you.
The Sixth Amendment grants me that.
Sir, I would suggest you stop speaking now.
Article 1, Section 2 of the Nevada Constitution
Okay.
says my paramount allegiance is to the federal government.
Marshall, you're going to want to close the door. Can we go ahead and get him an MH evaluation while he's there?
Here you go. Just like that police chief. When they get butthurt and they can't deal with the fact that some people know their constitutional rights and aren't scared to exercise them, if people don't lick their man in the boat or their frenulum, they get so offended that the person must need a mental health evaluation if he's asking legal questions about his case and thinks that the people own the courtroom that they pay for. Who needs a mental health evaluation? Are you joking me right now? You CUNT piece of garbage. That's what you are.
So we can determine whether he's competent to represent himself when he's...
Competent? He's more competent than you. He's trying to ask questions, and you tried to talk over him and force him to do something against his will. You are scum. You need a mental health evaluation. What part of the Constitution are you enforcing? What part of your oath to the Constitution are you enforcing right now? The plastic card amendment? The you can't travel freely in America without a plastic card amendment? Is that what the founding fathers died for? So you could wear a robe and act like a CUNT all day?
Okay, next.
Okay, next case. We got that man in a cage. We're good. Maybe if you don't apologize to me after 15 days, we'll, I'll make him apologize. He could spend the rest of his life in the cage until he apologizes because he hurt my cooter. My cooter's puckering and I couldn't handle it. Good thing I'm wearing this robe because it's really throbbing. My God, this lady's such a piece of garbage. So every time on my speeding ticket video, hey man, just take it to court, dude. The side of the road isn't the place to fit. Dude, the courts are worse than the police on the street. Anyone that says just take it to court is an imbecile that probably hasn't been in a court in the last 30 years. This is what courts are like. To one degree or another. Some are worse, some are better, but this is pretty much what courts are like. Judges running people through the system, shearing the sheep, and any sheep that baas too loud, like Josh Martinez, he gets to be in a cage because he thought he could travel freely in America without a plastic card. Who does he think he is? Some type of free American? What a kook! He must need a mental health evaluation thinking that he's a free American in America. What are we talking about here? And again, this is Vegas, where prostitution's legal. They're supposed to be some type of progressive state. But no. Just take it to court, John. Yeah, just take it to court. If you could see my face right now, you would die. So distorted. So, Ann Ellsworth, if there's a devil or a hell or any of that stuff, enjoy the non-air conditioning. All right, everybody, please like and subscribe. I figured out a way to make a 4-minute video into 14 minutes. And people say I have nothing to say and no creativity. Anyway, please like, subscribe. When you click subscribe, then the bell will appear. I don't know why YouTube does that. But then the bell will appear. It doesn't appear right away. And if you want to be a supporter of mine, please click the join button. Yay! And if you want to support me further, go to Etsy.com and type in John's Coin Rings with no spaces. John's Coin Rings. Soon we'll be making another run. All right, guys. No victim, no crime. I probably would have no problem with getting rid of the current driver's license situation. Maybe force everyone when they're 15, 16 to take a month or two course like they do in Germany. And from then on, you do something on the road, you're financially responsible. And if it's criminal, it's criminal. If there's an actual victim and damages. Other than that, you should be left alone. Left alone. Does this guy ever shut up? No, I don't. I'm actually sleeping right now. I'm talking in my sleep. I'm doing this video from rapid eye movement sleep. REM. Yes. Stand in the place where you live. Now place we're gonna end the video suddenly.